Imagine waking up tomorrow, and your dream life is already real. You have the money, the health, the love, everything you've ever wanted, yours. Not someday, not eventually, but now. Sounds impossible? Neville Goddard didn't think so. In fact, he taught it. And today, I'm going to teach you. This isn't just another manifestation video. This is the technique that built empires, healed bodies, and reunited lost loves. And it starts with a decision to live in the end. So grab a pen, silence the noise, and stick around. Because what you hear today will not only change how you think, it could change what shows up in your life, starting tonight. What if I told you the life you're experiencing right now is just a reflection of your old thoughts? Every delay, every struggle, every empty bank account. It's just the echo of a belief you had yesterday. Neville said, "Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live." Your reality isn't happening to you, it's happening through you. So the real question isn't, how do I get what I want? The real question is, who am I being? Living in the end doesn't mean pretending. It means assuming the emotional state you would naturally feel if your desire were already fulfilled. If you were already wealthy, how would you walk into a room? If you were already loved, how would you look at yourself in the mirror? If you were already healthy, what would your mornings feel like? This isn't fake it till you make it. This is feel it, and it becomes real. Here's where 99% of people fall off. They visualize a dream, but emotionally live in fear, doubt, and lack. You can't want something and believe you don't have it at the same time. The universe only responds to one thing: your state of being. Neville didn't say, work harder. He didn't say, grind. He said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You're not waiting for it. It's waiting for you to align. Let me guess. You're thinking, so, I just pretend I'm rich and the universe hands me a Ferrari? Well, no, but also, kinda, yes. Here's the kicker. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. So when you feel it as real, your subconscious says, oh, this is who we are now. And it starts rearranging your reality to match that identity. Sounds like magic? Good. Because it is. Neuroscience now backs what Neville said decades ago. Your brain builds new neural pathways based on imagination and repetition. When you feel the feeling of a wish fulfilled, you train your mind to expect it. Expectation is the architect of reality. You're literally reprogramming your operating system. Not to chase, but to receive. Still not manifesting? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You might be visiting the end, but you're not living in it. A 5-minute meditation won't override 23 hours of self-doubt. Your dominant state is what gets delivered. So, if you're ready, let's flip the script. Now we move from knowing to being. Neville taught the power of imaginal acts. Close your eyes. Picture a scene that would only be true if your desire had already come to pass. Not the process, not the how, just the moment after. The congratulatory hug, the key in your hand, the text that says, you got it, rehearse it, relive it, saturate yourself in it, until it feels more real than what's outside your window. Your subconscious doesn't respond to words, it responds to feelings. Say, I am wealthy, 1,000 times, but if deep down you feel broke, your subconscious isn't buying it. But when you feel gratitude, joy, confidence, now you're in the end. Emotion is the bridge between imagination and reality. Let's reset for a second. You might be thinking, isn't this just delusion? Here's a better question. Is it more delusional to imagine failure every day and call it realism? Most people live in the end of their fears, their worst-case scenarios, their limitations. So why not live in the end of your desire? Persistence is power. Neville said, "Your assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact." You don't have to believe it perfectly. You don't have to be positive 24/7. You just have to return to the end every time your mind wanders. Your new reality isn't created in a moment. It's created by returning to the same moment, again and again. Once you live in the end, something strange happens. Life starts presenting you with a bridge of incidents, coincidences, unexpected calls, random events. Neville said, "The world will mirror your internal state in ways you cannot predict. You don't need to plan how. You just need to stay faithful to the what." Here's the most dangerous moment. Right before it happens, things might look worse. Old patterns resurface. It feels like everything's falling apart. Don't panic. That's the old reality crumbling. The new one is under construction. If you quit here, you go back to square one. Stay in the end and watch what unfolds. A student of Neville's once visualized cashing a check every night for a week. He didn't know how. He didn't tell anyone. 2 weeks later, out of the blue, a relative paid him an old debt. The exact amount. Coincidence? Number manifestation? Absolutely. What he saw inside had no choice but to appear outside. Stop chasing money. Start being someone money comes to. The confident spender, the joyful giver, the wise investor. Don't wait for wealth to feel wealthy. Feel wealthy, and wealth will wait for you. You are not your illness. You are not your pain. You are the awareness behind it. Start imagining the healed you, the energized you, the vibrant, pain-free, alive you. Live in that body, in your mind, until your body has no choice but to catch up. You want to be loved? Radiate love. You want a soulmate? Become what your soulmate is looking for. Imagine the relationship already yours. The peace, the laughter, the late-night talks. Feel it every day and watch who walks into your life. Here's the truth. You will fall out of state. You will doubt. But guess what? You can always return, one assumption at a time. Your past doesn't matter. Only your dominant assumption does. Fall out of the end, get back in. That's the whole game. This isn't a trick. It's a transformation. It's not a shortcut. It's the path. You are not here to react. You are here to create. And creation begins when you finally decide, this is who I am now. The rest of the world will adjust. So now, the choice is yours. You can go back to waiting, wishing, hoping, or you can begin living in the end. Because the life you want is already here. It's not waiting for the perfect timing. It's waiting for the right you. If you found this powerful, don't stop here. Tap into the next level of Neville's teachings by clicking the video on screen now. Inside, I break down more of Neville Goddard's secrets that most people overlook. Your next breakthrough is one click away. I'll see you there.